Hi everyone! I have some exciting news to share with you. The end of chapters, free content, more housing slots. Really, no joke. After all these years, we're finally getting more slots, naval combat, ships, and a ton of new content. But that's not even the best part. The Elder Scrolls Online is going through the biggest transformation it's had in years, and what's coming in 2026 will completely change how the game is developed, played, and supported. My name is Faturko, and I had the chance to hear about all of these changes directly from Zos. Now that everything is public, I can finally talk about it and break it all down for you. From chapters and DLCs to a seasonal model, ZeniMax has officially confirmed that ESO is moving away from traditional chapters and DLCs. Instead, the game is fully transitioning to a seasonal content model. Season's gonna happen 4 times a year. There will be 3 months long, and each one is going to contain a Tamriel tome and access to the Gold Coast Bazaar. 2 new features that I'll talk about more soon. Content will still be released quarterly, but without the predictable structure that they had for years. The familiar pattern of a new zone, followed by dungeons, and then a trial. With seasons, each release can look completely different. One season might focus on a new area, another on systems, another on experimental gameplay, and another on fixing and improving older features that have needed attention for a long time. The developers have been very clear that their goal is to experiment more, evolve the game, and allow the community to actively help shape ESO's future through feedback, surveys, and discussions. Does this mean there will be no new zones? Not necessarily, but based on what we currently know, I wouldn't expect them in the same quantity as before. Still, we'll see how it turns out. And Season 0 is the first real test of this new philosophy. Season 0, starting April 2nd. With Season 0, all of its content will be available for free. This applies to anyone who owns ESO, Xbox Game Pass players, and PlayStation Plus players. I mentioned that ZeniMax will be introducing 2 new features to ESO, so let's talk about them. Tamriel Tomes, ESO's seasonal progression system. Each season equals 3 months long. This new system will eliminate the daily login rewards and the Endeavor's challenge systems. Moving all of that into Tamriel Tomes, so you will earn Endeavor seals as part of the tome system now. The challenges are weekly and seasonal, as opposed to Endeavors, which we had the dailies and the weeklies. In simple terms, Tamriel Tomes are ESO's version of a seasonal progression track, similar to a battle pass, but designed to fit ESO's playstyle. Each season has its own tome. Every player gets access to the free version, which progresses by completing weekly and seasonal challenges, earning tome points, unlocking pages in the tome, and choosing rewards manually. Okay guys, now you know the basics. Let's talk about the 3 options in this new mode. And yes, 2 of them are paid.
No! It can't be! No! No!
So, the free option works as you'd expect. You complete challenges, earn points, unlock rewards, and progress through the tome at your own pace. Then there are the 2 premium upgrades. These let you level up much faster and throw in some extra cosmetic rewards. And while they don't directly boost your combat power, well, let's be honest, you're basically paying to skip the grind. In other words, it's pay to win, just dressed up as faster progression. So whether you think that's fair or not is up to you. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of locking faster progress behind a paywall, but hey, that's the world of modern gaming. The good news? Daily challenges are gone, weekly challenges can be re-rolled, and there's way less pressure to log in every single day. Another major addition is the Gold Coast Bazaar, a permanent in-game storefront. This is a place where players can obtain older, limited-time cosmetics, event rewards from the past, and brand new exclusive items. Like this one, Treasure Trove. Yes! For all those people waiting for this specific furniture. Yes, it will be back for you to collect. Purchases are made using a new currency called Trade Bars. Trade Bars are earned through gameplay, primarily through Tamriel Tomes, cannot be purchased with crowns, and have no storage cap. With the introduction of seasons, event tickets are being removed entirely. Any existing event tickets will be converted into trade bars. At launch, the Bazaar will include over 100 items, with more added in future seasons. By the way, this doesn't mean that events like the Jester Festival, New Life Festival, etc. will be removed from the game. No! On the contrary, there will be 2 new events. At the moment, we know that one of them will be Hearts Day in February. These events will remain in the game. The 2026 Roadmap. What's coming next? With Update 49 in March, a significant wave of long-requested quality of life changes. Some of the most important ones include free skill and attribute respec directly from the UI, Bat Guild trader listings extended to 30 days, account-wide outfit slots, faster mount training, and several mounts moved from the Crown store to gold purchases. Not only shoulders, but also option to hide chest, waist, hands, and feet. Longer Antiquities lead times, rework it to improve treasure map, and many more things that you can now see in my video. But the biggest and most important one for me, and for other housing folks, is the increased furnishing limits in more than half of the game's houses. For years, we've been told that due to console and technical limitations, increasing these limits just wasn't possible. But in 2026, that's finally changing.
Plus 120,000 equals to.
The developers have started testing what can be done with the housing limits, and they've actually found a way to increase them. This hasn't been applied to notable homes yet, but it will affect other houses, including large, medium, and smaller ones. The developers have also confirmed that this will be an ongoing, gradual process. As for the numbers, it looks like starting with large homes, the furnishing limit will increase by around 87 slots, with even higher limits for ESO Plus members. Keep in mind, though, this is still a work in progress, so those numbers may change. Anyway, this is confirmed, and we can expect the furnishing limit increase already in March. What can we expect in April? Let's go back to the moment when I mentioned Season 0. As I said before, each season will last around 3 months. Right now, they're roughly planned like this. Season 0 officially begins on April 2nd and brings several major new features, including things we've already talked about before, such as Tamriel tomes and the Gold Coast Bazaar. We're also getting the Night Market, a limited-time event zone set in Fargrave, designed mainly for experienced players and group play. It begins on April 29th and will run until mid-June. This event will feature 3 competing factions and unique rewards. If players enjoy it, the event may return regularly or even become a permanent feature in the future. We're also getting a new PvP progression system. An early version of Overland difficulty is coming, with multiple difficulty options, from story-focused gameplay to more challenging content. We'll also see visual updates, starting with a werewolf rework, including a female model, improved animations, and updated visuals for classes like the Dragon Knight. If you're watching the video right now, you might notice that I'm also showing 2 additional seasons. Just keep in mind that Zos is taking a more experimental and iterative approach this time, so the order, or even the content, may change slightly, or even completely. That said, there are a few things definitely worth paying attention to. If nothing changes, the next season will introduce a new trial called Crimson Velt. At the moment, we don't really know anything about it besides the name. We're also getting a new system called Sage's Vault. This is purely my speculation, but I believe it might be connected to the house you're seeing on screen right now, especially since the bank seems to be the core feature of that home. And then we have 2 events that, in my opinion, may be closely tied to the long-teased naval combat and ships. High Seas of Tamriel and Dynamic Storms, coming in Season 2. Right now, we know the least about these 2 events. However, considering past leaks from new Elder Scrolls game, I have a feeling this could be a testing ground for how ship combat might work, both in ESO and possibly in future Elder Scrolls titles. If you're interested in news about upcoming Elder Scrolls games, let me know in the comments. Maybe I can prepare some video about what we already know about still work in progress new Elder Scrolls game. If you want to see more coverage from future ESO updates, make sure to stay here on the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. And if you're watching on your phone and have height points, feel free to use them on this video. It really helps a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.